Hello friends, I'm back today with another art tutorial, and in this tutorial I'm going to be working on a beach scene in oils. I have done a background with cobalt blue acrylic paint so that I don't have to deal with the white canvas. And of course that's a matter of preference. You can paint it any color you would like, and in this particular case I am working on a stretched canvas that is wrapped around the edges. It's not specifically a gallery wrap, but I want to remind folks that you should be paying attention to the edges as you paint so that you won't have to go back and try to cover the edges when the painting is finished, which could be a problem. I'm using for my sky cobalt blue, alizarin crimson, and some white, and I'll be sticking pretty much to those colors for my sky and for my water so that they will harmonize. There are many different colors, as you well know, in a sky, and depending on the time of day and the weather and so forth, but I like these particular colors, especially for a beach scene. You'll notice that I have a piece of masking tape across the little beyond the center of the painting, and that's to keep my horizon line straight. Whenever my sky is completely dry, I'll take that off and I'll move it up to the sky so that I can work on the water and maintain my horizon line. You'll want to pay attention to things like brush strokes and what have you. I use this number 10 Winsor & Newton round brush because it allows me to have a rather smooth transition between the clouds and the sky. I'm going back at this point to do a few more details in my clouds, but I want to caution you, especially in working with things like clouds and tree shapes, not to get into regular patterns. There are certainly patterns in nature, but you don't want your clouds to look like little cotton balls. So that's what happens when you get too careful with drawing them. So be a little more random. And although I'm going to be fairly satisfied when I finish with these clouds, I still have the option, before I get seagrass going up into that area, I can still go back and do some work on those. I can either accentuate or diminish them depending on what I'm thinking at the time. Painting things like clouds, that could obviously go on for quite a while, but I enjoy nice fluffy clouds, but I also have to pay attention to my own advice. Having grown up at the beach, I've observed a lot of sand dunes and a lot of configurations of sand dunes, and I've noticed them in different seasons. And as I work toward the sand dunes in this painting, I'm envisioning where I want these sand dunes to be, and I'm still doing preliminary work, and as soon as this dries, then I'll come back with my white to make a little bit more definite impressions for my sand dunes. You'll see right now that's what I'm doing. I'm trying to factor into my thinking about where these are going to go. And that may change depending on what I decide. Now you'll notice that I'm warming up the sand a little bit, and it's likely when I come back, when this is dry, I'll probably go back to a little bit more gray. But all of this is going to intensify the sand in this painting, and will give it a little bit more interest.